Ravenous Trap. Okay, let's build the Wizards build real quick. So this build is like off of Ragavan. This build is maybe off the Delirium. Yeah, it just has to be off the Delirium stuff. There's just no way there's room. And this build is playing Snapcaster Mage, Flame of Anor, Tamiyo. This is the build everyone will want to be good. But I do agree, you know, one big thing, so people always complain about how I cannot play my favorite decks anymore. One thing that is true, though, is that when these big shakeups do happen, sometimes like Pyroclasm is now like a modern staple, or was a modern staple again for the first time in years and years. Like cards come back too. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to play FOMO or not, but the flares are pretty cool because like being able to sack them to like proactively protect the combo sounds nice. Yeah, it seems like the FOMOs are like bad on the curve. I actually think that we're probably in this build we're just playing 3 twin 4 Exarch. Am I gonna make a YouTube video for the unbans? I want to. I'm also probably gonna stream for like 10 to 12 hours today. I don't know. Maybe not that long, but I want to for sure. There's just a lot to do. Maybe we can do something like this. We don't need the preordains anymore because of the lack of need of. Yeah, we don't need spell pierces. We won't play heats. We'll do something like, or heat is not very good in a deck, I should maybe say. We'll do something like 4 lightning bolts, and I would like to see. I guess we have the Flame of Anor as the extra removal. Did I expect the unbans? No. I didn't expect Wizards like I didn't expect these specific unbans. I didn't expect Wizards to do anything close to what I was suggesting, but they did, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, I think we just play a couple spell pierce, but they did. I don't know. I'm super excited. I was not expecting this bold of an unban strategy. All right, this build doesn't play the arenas, I think. Iteration's not good with this high of a curve, I think. Probably just run the same sideboard for the time being. Including with Tommy. We have that in our Phoenix deck at the moment. No cantrips, need more lands. The Thundertrap Trainers and the Archaeologist can find Lrien Revealed. We had 21 lands is a bit low. They might be okay. Yeah, we probably should have like a couple sync so we're like 2 strand. Only 1 Thundering Falls. The thing, yeah, I think if I played less Lrien Revealed, I would want more Thundering Falls, but 4 Lrien Revealed is kind of tough. No preordains. I don't think there's room for preordain. Preordain's mostly like it's mostly in the deck to like preordain's not a very good modern card. I understand it can dig for the combo. It was mostly in the other build for Delirium. Not, but it's hard to say. I think I'm gonna try this one on the draw. No. Yes, I should have kept the 7. Thoughts of Lantern after the Mox unban? The Mox unban's a double-edged sword for Lantern because people are going to play a lot of Meltdowns and Stony Silences and stuff. So I don't exactly foresee it being good. Is there a home for Storm Herald in Twin if we're already playing effects like FOMO looting? Maybe. We're not playing the FOMO build right now. Maybe our opponent is. Roger with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Welcome back. Yes, this is a league. We're finally in leagues. Are artifact lands stronger or weaker than Mox? They're weaker, but you don't really want the artifact lands unbanned, I think, because they just make gameplay really bad. Just gonna pass it back here. Classic Mountain and Blue-Ray being awful. I mean, it's not. I feel like it's just the same as a basic island would be here, right? Oh no, because like the spell pierce stuff. Hopefully they don't get Delirium. Still no Delirium. Basim, Imri, Asmo, Mox Opal should be interesting. Yeah, we have a draft of that. We just have everything. Gonna be a long stream today. Okay. Could be my blue creature for Flare. This is the first deck we're trying since the unbans. This is our first deck we're trying in the league. We've been playtesting against some of our friends while we waited for the leagues to go live. Did multiply. We're going to take 6 damage here. 80 chance for Yeager decks. Probably not soon. Why no cantrips? Cantrips aren't very good in Modern. I had Preordain in the FOMO build because we needed sorceries for Delirium. But Preordain has not been a super good card. And we do have cantrip effects in this deck. We're playing Thundertrap Trainer and Archaeologist. So like we have our cantrips are creatures that sack to flare and can block. It's really been no secret that It's really been no secret that since Preordain has been unbanned, that it has not been a particularly played card. Would you play Ponder if I could? I would playtest Ponder to see if the card was like playable in Modern. I'm a little bit unsure if I think it would be or not. We could flare back, but we're pretty dead. Thoughts on Hollow One? I think Hollow One is good. I have a build with Flage. There's lots of ways you could build that deck. All right, so bring in the Ghost Vacuums. Down a Flare. Down an Archaeologist. Probably keep in the Pierces. Might cut Counterspell. With no Gigantho, will Boris play Ranger Captain? It kind of depends on what the metagame looks like, but it's a good option, I think. Yeah, I'll take a look at the record tracker in a second. I'm going to cut a Snapcaster, actually. People might be playing a lot of Graveyard Hate. I have clicked the Keep button. Flare doesn't feel that strong as imagined, in my opinion. I mean, it's been like a big dominant force in like the Belcher deck. It's been good in some other options. Yeah, the record tracker usually breaks. It looks like it is broken. Do I have this list? Yes, it's in the Mox field. I will, and exclamation point command for the deck. I'll get it in the extension also. I've posted 11 new decks today. Can find them all. Do we consider deck playable or not? I think I encourage you to watch because I'm it's this. I'm testing. I'm trying to figure it out. This is our first game, so I encourage you to watch and try to form those own opinions for yourself. Especially with like the speed that all of this is going to be happening, it's going to be potentially kind of hard to keep up. I don't expect I don't expect Twin to be super good. They got their own Ghost Vacuum. Mine is probably better than theirs. They're definitely a lot more focused on the graveyard than me. What do you expect from Mox Opal? Mox Opal is very good. It goes in a lot of decks. Like looting and Mox Opal are two like they're like the two cards that just enable so much stuff. Like it's hard to like just like give you a short answer for Mox Opal or looting. Not gonna counterspell that with Vacuum and Bolt in my hand. Why not Preordain? Preordain isn't very good. You can play it in some builds, especially if you want Delirium, but again, like if you've been keeping up with Modern, which I'm sure a lot of y'all haven't, but if you have been keeping up with Modern, you should know Preordain doesn't see a lot of play because it isn't very good. And it's not very much more complicated than spending mana to not impact the board in Modern isn't that strong. And we also have cantrip-like effects with Trainer and Archaeologist. Maybe should have run the Snapcaster out, but we may be able to like get some value with like Ghost Vacuum fights here. We just like tap the Ghost Vacuum. Tapping out for Lrien Revealed, huh? I wish I could punish that somehow. They can have Force of Negation here. I could draw Flare of Denial. Obviously, they're tapped out. Let's go for it. The dopamine. I wasn't ready for it. This came flushing, rushing through my body. We want an extra flare. Let's go 4 flare, 3 counterspell. And play the extra archaeologist to facilitate it. Can't believe they just tapped out for a 5-drop there. That was crazy. Oh. Yeah, maybe we need to quit while we're ahead here. Obviously, maybe this goes without saying. Maybe I should say this, but it's day one of a modern shakeup. Deck lists are not oftentimes very tuned. Is Legacy better now? I literally have no idea what happened in Legacy. Yeah, leagues are up. This is our first league match. Get this into play as a wizard for the flame. It kind of looks like they're playing my FOMO Twin build, but we just haven't seen Twin. Like, I don't think we've seen a single card in their deck that wasn't just like right from my list. Could be. Flame Emancipator, 30 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are indeed, in fact, so back. So fucking back. Also adding Ragavan. I have Ragavan in this build. So I have 2 builds. I have this one and I have one that's playing, but I think they're just playing that deck, maybe. But I think Ragavan's a bit better if you're playing FOMO and DRC and like the lower to the ground curve, which we're just not here. Not everyone copies my list. Thank you, Fax. I like I said though, there's not a single card they've played in this match that has deviated from the list. I think and like what do you think we're playing against? Like what the fuck is this otherwise, right? Me and my brew list have multiple unbanned cards. We have an Asthma list that's playing Looting and Opal. No, we had 4 Lrien Reveals in Delirium Twin, I think. Told you. I guess there's a chance they untap both of them. Not sure what they're trying to play around. Pretty sure I'm supposed to upkeep, tap the falls because of the exerted arena. Maybe I should have also main phased the bolt. I'll just do it now. I guess we're testing which twin build is better, although I think we're probably favored in this mirror. This is Deceiver Exarch. It combos with Splinter Twin. Is Modern getting to a point where it's able to do more powerful things than Legacy due to Modern not having as efficient answers to strong things? Modern has a lot of efficient answers and also not as efficient enablers for broken stuff like Ancient Tomb, Dark Ritual, Lion's Eye Diamond. Dancing Jersey, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Basim, yeah, we have a Basim Opal build. Yeah, Wasteland too. I mean, Flare is just so insane here. Let's just keep it. Tomato Bisque with 28. I'm also going to fix the standing desk once this match is over. Can I explain the twin FOMO combo? Yeah, so you tap your twin, you copy FOMO, you attack, which untaps the original Fear of Missing Out, which allows you to attack. You attack instead of infinite creatures at once, you just attack for 2, like 40 times. Ash for the 5 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. We just draw 2. Give me a twin. I actually have a twin. Like a literal one. If I found Twin off the trainer, I wasn't going to cast it. I want to wait till I have Counterspell plus Flare up. I guess plus other Flare. I do miss. We'll just take the draw 2, though. Yeah, Jund Delirium with looting is something that's on the list. We have just so much to do. What's funny is Esther came in here earlier and she said, Today is the best day to do the 24-hour stream because we have to bring the dogs to the vet tomorrow at 7 a.m. But I don't know if she realizes that 24 hours is like 2 hours past 7 a.m. tomorrow. I guess I could take a break at 6:30 to take the dogs. Liz with the Twitch Prime, thank you so much. No?
No, it'd be 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
The appointment's on Wednesday.
Oh, the appointment's on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is why you can't do it tomorrow.
I see, you're right.
Because then it will go into Wednesday.
I should have never thought you were wrong.
Yeah. Never think that ever again. I drink your Baja Blast. I drink it up.
Opponent conceding, casting Twin on Exarch. Only I have the privilege of casting Twin on Exarch. I'm going to attack you with 1 power creatures, opponent. Maybe I'll find my own twin. Oh, okay, another 1 power creature though. Come on, let's have a little fun, huh? Dude, Twin is so bad, it just gets counterspelled. Yeah, we haven't seen a Twin in top 40. We're only playing 3 in this build, though. We're committing to the bit. Why is they're twinning the Exarch for fun, you know? Contrary to the belief of most modern players, you can have fun in this game here. They also copied my list, so they're, you know, this is a little bit of banter too. We are indeed so back. Just because they have every card and didn't close you posted 30 minutes, what made you think they copied your list? They also said, but yeah, it's okay. Fax is always just in here trying to argue. That's okay. Why no Adept and Hollow One? There's just a lot of different ways you can build that deck. We'll test Flameblade, we'll test Vinjoin, we'll test Root Wallow, we'll test Nethergoyf. We'll do it all. Ooh, are they playing the green-white Birthing Ritual deck? The deck is pretty good. I haven't been here in a while, to be fair. Yeah, I know you have your trouble quota to reach. I hope it doesn't offend you, Fax, but I think my opponent is also playing one of my decks. How's Twin feeling? We beat the Mirror in round 1. I'm grabbing Twin here, I think. Well, maybe I want 4th land. Oh, sorry, I already have a Twin in my hand. I thought. Okay, we'll grab Sink into the Stupor. Is this the 24-hour stream? We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. I'm just gonna. There's a good chance I'm gonna go for a long time and then push through. Cause like if we're gonna do it, it probably just will have to happen today. My improvised pile of interesting brew is now tier 0. There's maybe something to that deck, yeah. They main phase Solitude my trainer. I'm obviously not gonna flare this. They did it so they can get the ritual down. Would Night Energy be better? Yeah, I think the Birthing Ritual builds are a good direction to go for. A good direction to go for energy as an archetype. What's the best looting deck? I don't know. Good question. It's too early to tell. Hit up Dingo, do some testing together. Oh, I'm already in the leagues. Dingo had his chance. They got another Guide of Souls instead of a Pride. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Dredge has to be the best looting deck. Dredge is good. I don't know if it has to be the best because it's like it's so all in, right? Hollow One could be the best one. Hollow One's very good, I think. Also, I'm playing Predator in the Sybil list. I wouldn't play it, I think, unless I had delirium requirements to meet, basically. I mean, like us, or maybe I should say I wouldn't play it if I was playing Archaeologist and Trainer like this, because these kind of facilitate your card selection rule. Surely Mardu Pyre returns. I mean, you can play Mardu Pyre style if you play like Grixis like Frog with Oculus and Unearth. I like Phoenix a lot. It's one of my pet decks. We built a version of it. I will try to play it today. I don't know. Yeah, there's a chance Vengevine is good. You would play it in a Hollow One build, I think. I don't think I can beat the Ritual with this life total and this board state. Maybe if I draw Exarch, but they could just sack the Ranger Captain. Yeah, could kill the Guide. Then plus the Tamiyo. Try to block here. Kind of dead to anything, but they only have one card in their hand. Oh, I drew a twin, or sorry, an Exarch for my twin, rather. I guess I can sack. I can flare actually. Yeah, I can actually just flare their play if they have a creature, and then I only take 2 from the captain, and then I can go next turn plus Tamiyo, tap Ranger Captain. The problem is they sack the captain and stop me from twinning. Yeah, this is an actual league. Can I think of any decks that would want Green Sun Zenith and Birthing Ritual? Not off the top of my head. No good ones, at least. I don't think you want to play Green Sun and Yawgmoth. Link for Phoenix deck. You can find all the decks I posted today at moxfield.com/user/spike. You can type !decks and you can find them, all of them, today. We'll also maybe play it later. Okay. So that solves the Ranger Captain problem. Okay, so now they can hit me for 2. Is Titan gonna be Busto? Maybe. I kind of hope not. Okay, I'm gonna pour out the rest of this Baja Blast because I'm gonna go crazy on caffeine. I'm gonna win this game. This is crazy. Was I wrong? Is Twin playable? This is kind of surprising. So I guess I play the trainer so that I have a flare up. I built their deck, so we should be pretty fine. This is about product have caffeine. I legit didn't think it did until y'all told me today. 2-card combo good. It's a little bit early to say, okay? It's a little bit early. Keith the 2, thank you so much. Thank you, Magical. I'll update that. It would be great if it worked. Well, top deck the best possible. Oh, it is working. That's great. Thank you, Dan. What was the issue with Bolt Guide and Exarch the Flyer? I can hold Counterspell up this way, right? The free Counterspell. And I don't lose to anything. At least not in the build I was playing. Had to pet Athena a little bit. Shout out Basic Mountain. Spike, what is the point of playing Basic Mountain in the deck? Every time I do this, it's just straight endorphin. Dude, I'm casting Splinter Twin. This is crazy. Force of Negation for Ritual is kind of nice. It's kind of tough to spell pierce. Tamiyo seems great. Maybe trim a Snapcaster. Just play 2 Force. No Besage You in there, man. I can't remember if I was. I think I was playing a Besage You. I should have been. Would I be excited or nervous to 5-0 first league with Twin? Excited. Twin is not going to get banned, y'all. You can maybe do okay with it initially before the metagame adjusts, but it should be a pretty easy deck to target. If Twin was the best deck in Modern, Modern is the best format. My opponent has 4 Solitude in their deck, you know, it's probably fine. No, I don't think Boros is dead, although it's possible that Green, White, or Naya ends up being better. You said that the first time you built it years ago. And it was true then, too. They don't have that much removal in their deck, so the 1-2 actually is just good on this board, kind of. Yeah, we need to bring in Karanos and Batterskull. Alright. Lush, Portico, Surveillance. Right, I forgot I was playing Thraven Charm. How does Mill fare after today? I don't know, probably not that good still. It's just hard to say. There's just too many factors. We just have to start playing. I think it's better to wait to turn on the Pyroclasm, or we can go Pyroclasm with Counterspell up. I'm going to use this flare pretty aggressively because I'm going to lose the trainer to the flare. Can Hammer come back with Opal? Maybe. Like, the ring ban was also a huge deal for Hammer. So, Opal unban, ring ban is almost just the best possible timeline. The problem is, though, with Opal unban, people will be playing a lot of hate cards that are good against Hammer for the time being. I'm not gonna flare something that just dies to Ritual, or dies to Pyroclasm. Yeah, I think that's still gonna be my attitude. Best timeline. It feels like we're living in a pretty good timeline at the moment. For the ban announcement, at least. Why didn't we hold up Bolt? We don't need to hold up Bolt. If my opponent plays something that would get their thing out of Pyroclasm range, I just flare. Opal Tamiyo gonna be busted? No, I don't know. Let's just see. Let's see. I don't. As far as busted goes, Tamiyo is still a 1-mana creature that trades with a lot of the 1-mana removal in the format. If these are the things that are busted in Modern, it's pretty manageable usually. If it's like 1-mana cards and like artifacts that die to like efficient cards, these are the environments that I tend to enjoy a lot, for whatever that's worth. So it's good to attack with the trainer here, so you can give your opponent an impending serious sensation of dread, as they know they're about to get Pyroclasmed. Glitch in the 25 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, I know this is super exciting. Is Primal Prayers deck dead now with no Raptor? I mean, we had a Bant build that wasn't playing Raptor, so now you just play the Bant build. I don't know if the deck is good, but it's always been better in paper than Magic Online because of the infinite life combo. You're gonna let that one go. We do want to bolt it so they can't ritual it into anything that actually does something. Raptor was banned because it's bugged on Moto. Was it bugged on Moto? If it was, I wasn't aware. How's that feeling? I think we're about to be 2-0. Although we're playing against 2 brews of mine, so I more so feel like my decks are a failure. I think my opponent has a Solitude in their hand, because they don't have lands, they don't have spells. If they Solitude and kill my Tamiyo, that's okay. That'll be their whole hand. Just draw 2. Slash Aspiring Spike. With hands like this, I like to lead on Sink into the Stupor, so if my opponent has a Thoughtseize, I don't just immediately lose because they can take my land. Artificer, Twitch Prime, thank you, welcome back. Yeah, Artist Talent is like maybe a now playable Modern card. There are a lot of cards that like we haven't really got to play with that we maybe need to now. Just realized Tron is going to be really strong. Well, they banned Ring, which is a huge nerf to Tron. But we'll see, maybe. Is this just for content, or where did you switch sides on the Twin? Lol, after that tournament, you're pretty solid on the you can never unban Twin. I was pretty solid on the you can never unban Twin. And it just got more stuff since then. Okay. Is this just for the content? Okay, one thing is they unbanned Twin today, so I'm playtesting it, obviously. Where did you switch sides on the Twin? After that tournament, you were pretty solidly on the you could never unban Twin. I've been advocating for a Twin unban for like 2 or 3 years now. So I don't know what you're referencing, sorry. I made several videos even, or at least one video recently suggesting unbanning it. I do not think Twin really has what it takes to be top tier. I mean, is it for the content? You think Twin is fine now? Dude, they unbanned Splinter Twin today. What are we talking about? Okay, there's also probably a disconnect too between what I think I would want to do and what is literally happening. Obviously, we're going to playtest the new cards when they get unbanned. But I think Twin is underpowered, yeah. You know what I mean? I do think it's underpowered. I think there's a ton of good answers to it, and there's like a lot of faster decks, and I even think that Breach combo, especially now that Opal's unbanned, is probably better than Twin combo. But we're giving it a go. So we're up against Belcher here. Yeah, I've been saying for years I'll do a 24-hour stream if they unban Twin. I don't know. I actually think you might be confusing me for someone else, because your comment says after that tournament you said they could never not ban Twin. I think you're probably just confusing me with someone else. Do I think Opal stays unbanned? Let's just enjoy today, you know. Let's not start thinking about future bans. It's a little early for that, I think. I remember the tournament you had played against another streamer. You thought it was fine after tournament switch sites. Oh, playtesting against Caleb D. That was a long time ago. I see what you mean. It wasn't a tournament. Long time ago. I also just feel like I ran really well against Caleb in that thing. Yeah, I mean, if I just draw a land, I can flame this. I think I let that go. I guess my opponent might Tamashi? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did also say I would stream with my twin sister. I don't know, I might have to ask. It's okay, Donut. I was just confused. Not a big deal. Like always, I'm just trying to understand. I do really have a twin sister, yeah. We are nothing alike. She's a foot shorter, very different interest, very different personality. I'm the evil one. Ender Twitch Prime, thank you, welcome back. Identical. You can't be identical if you're different different sexes. Alright, they bounce that to my hand, that's fine. Your DNA is different, right? Your different chromosomes. If they play a Belcher, I'm just gonna flame it, I think. I do have to flare this. Do we get along? We get along, yeah. We're just very different people. Yeah, if they tap out for another Belcher, I guess tapping out for Trainer is bad if my opponent has a Tamashi and I don't find a Flare. They have one card in their hand. I think I'm ahead enough. I can just play around Tamashi for a turn, maybe. That's where you want to try out Green Sun. So Green Sun is going to be the best in Primeval Titan, Amulet Titan. It's going to be an absurd card there. You can get Grazer as a ritual. You maybe can get Arbor turn 1. I don't know if you're going to play Arbor. You can get Dryad of the Elysian Grove. You can get Lumra, Primeval Titan, Cultivator Colossus. And you can get answers to Blood Moon. And you can get answers to Harbinger of the Tides or Magus if you get a Roxanne. So Green Sun is going to be insane in Amulet Titan. Like unreal. I think that was probably a card I would have preferred to see. Still banned, but whatever. I also have built Green Sun and Elves, and that build looks kind of okay at the moment. We played it for one match against Hitachi in one. Yeah, it just does everything, and yeah, Green Sun. It's one card, whatever you need, whatever you need, no problem. Wait. Am I about to Splinter Twin my Snapcaster Mage? Yes. Yes, I am. If there was ever a day to do it, it's today. I'll just make a token end of turn. It's probably not that different from just attacking now. Maybe I could get... yeah, I can't get a better screenshot. So beautiful. Yeah, we'll probably play 3 bolts for Tamashi. Flare also gets it. Living Twin? They banned Violent Outburst. Anything's possible today. Yeah, actually, Twin Rhinos could be a thing. Yeah. Probably Rhinos more than Living End. I'll keep this on the draw against Belcher. Was I wrong about Twin? I don't think so. It's too early to say. How's Twin feeling? We're 2-0 up a game. I've looked into a full Boros list with the other 1/4 white dork. So as far as Boros Twin goes, you're probably playing a Delirium build with fear of missing out. I don't know. I don't want to play Village Bellringer, y'all. I'm not strong enough to put that card in my modern deck, probably. I don't have what it takes. Twin seems relatively simple to build. Maybe. I think there's a lot of different directions you can go. You can play like Boros or Gruul or Teamer, Just Guy. Will Boros Energy just play something like Mardu? It kind of depends on how good Blood Moon is. Yeah, it's like entirely dependent on how good Blood Moon is, I think. Okay, good. I mean, I think my opponent's going to whir end of turn, so I want to counterspell that, I think. Should I be looking for a black red X reanimator shell to abuse looting? You should be looking in my Mox field. I posted a Goryo's build, kind of an early draft. I kind of went some Kalias in the 75. Pretty good against Graveyard Hate. But I posted one. I might have posted 2. I actually built a Persist one. I'm not sure if I posted that one yet. We've posted like 11 or 12 decks so far. Kalia. I know you're laughing at Kalia. We've actually had some success with it recently. So Kalia can be Goryo's for value. You can haste it with Arena of Glory, and it's a way to get around Graveyard Hate. So it's like, and it puts a Traxxas Gristlebrand into play, and they stay in play. So it's like weirdly pretty viable. I was also surprised when I was testing it. I'm like, I'm kind of winning with this. It was a little bit weird. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all have picked up the deck too. So it's good to kill the trainer here so they can't flare as effectively. Obviously, if they flare that, that's okay. Ooh, Song of Creation Opal, very cool. Looking at a Sam tweet. Okay, this deck is pretty hot. Opal Belcher from BCS. Also, always doing a lot of good decks. Format's open. I've not run into Dredge yet, no. It's only our 3rd league match. Any Zerta gaming? What is Zerta good with? It's really just like the Umbral equipment, right? Interesting, my opponent chose to not fight over that, presumably. Like, I don't know what that pause is meaning if they didn't have a way to fight over that. That's a Deceiver Exarch. Yeah, I'm also shocked they unbanned looting, but whatever. I would have never unbanned it, but whatever. I'm just here to build decks, you know. Hey, Nami. Welcome, everybody. We got a new Modern Era to play. So I think we go Exarch in response. They dispute the Exarch. So my plan was to untap a land and counterspell. It's not so different from me counterspelling this and then disputing the counterspell, right? But now I'm going to need to draw a Flame of Anor. Or a Snapcaster for the Flame. So we'll see now if they have a Flare. I guess I'll get my clue token before I flip Tamiyo, but kind of expect them to have the Flare with that pause. Okay, so we're dead. I do want to see how they sideboard it, so I'm going to let them activate Belcher. All right, so going to game 3. 1 snare, 2 snare. Only 2 disputes, maybe, unless they have more disputes in their hand. They only have 2 cards in hand. 1 pact. Okay, going to game 3. I'm gonna fill up my water cup. All right, let's go. Great hand, of course. I'm surprised Frog missed the Banhammer. I don't know why you're surprised. That card is not very dominant. The Izzet Oculus deck is just kind of mid. If Izzet Oculus is also like Frog, is like if that's the top deck, that's a great modern format in my opinion. Do you want Tidebinders in the sideboard? Maybe, yeah. Tidebinder could be back. Is this the happiest you've ever been with a BNR announcement? Ironically, I think my happiest BNR announcement is still Hogak banned, Stoneforge unbanned, Looting unbanned. Ooh, the snare is actually really critical here. I don't have anything for Flare. Like, I was like, you know, like under 100 viewers on average back then. And I was like, for a while, I was like at 60, 70, 80 viewers, but Modern was just so bad. It was just so bad with Hogak and Looting. Like, my viewers were dipping down to like 30, 40, and I'm like, I don't know if I could continue this streaming thing. I was like, I don't know if I can continue the streaming thing, and thankfully, and like, I remember like, even like that morning when the BNR happened, I was sitting there like, do I need to give this up? And then the ban happened. I'm like, and then immediately it was a huge thing for the channel. Boshin to the 56 months. Thank you. Welcome back. So I think that one, ironically, the twin ban, I think I still enjoy more. How do you feel Tron will hold up with the meta shift? We just have to see. Like, there's just too many moving factors. I think it's very, very difficult for me to say at the time of making this comment. I meant Looting ban, Hogak ban. Yeah, Looting ban, Hogak ban, twin. Yeah, Looting ban, Hogak ban, twin, Stoneforge unban. Sorry. Killed the 5-pack. Thank you so much. Not going to counter the Bloom. A bit more important to go after Tamashi or Belcher, of course. I'll counter like a trainer if they play a trainer. Thankfully, they can't whir for Belcher end of turn. Now I've drawn a instant speed divination. We so thinks of Twitch Prime. Yeah, Layla and X with Mox sounds pretty fun. Another whir for 0, I guess. They have 4 cards in their hand after they untap. Now they can whir for Belcher and activate at instant speed. I think I'm going to play around another Jawari Disruption here by using Counterspell instead of Flare. Probably won't be that different overall. They have a Tamashi. So I guess, did I choose wrong? Should I have forced? I guess so. I'm dead here. It's tough to force there first, but Lobster, the 6 months, thank you so much. This is a beautiful hand. I think we're just surveilling here. Is today a normal stream? I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting Twin to get unbanned. I wasn't expecting so hype. I'm just going to go for a long time and then try to do 24 hours. But I may it may just be better. Like there's just so much to do. I don't want the quality of this week and like these next few weeks to suffer from how much there is to do. So I think I would prefer to, if I just don't have the natural, oh my gosh, I might have the natural energy to just power through today. But if I don't, I want to be able to kind of collect myself, make a YouTube video talking about stuff, build a ton of good decks, and then like schedule a 24-hour stream for like end of the year or something. I don't think that the 24-hour stream meme. Okay, so what can my opponent have? They can't have Counterspell. They could have Spell Pierce, which wouldn't be the end of the world. They can't have Discharge. They probably can't have Binding. I think I just jam. Yeah, maybe a 72-hour stream would work. Hey, Jim. Goody with the 12 months. Tap out with Twitch Prime. We'll see. I have a lot of energy for this today. The white remand. Yeah, it wouldn't be that big a deal if it was like a remand. Maybe a subathon. Like, it's just so hard to do an impromptu subathon, right? Like, I wasn't ready for this. Put like 2 bolts, probably. This is our second twin mirror this league. Wolo, Twitch Prime, WTF, 25 months. Thank you, welcome back. Happy holidays indeed. I do remember you saying before you thought Twin was too strong for Modern. Do I still think so? No, I've been in favor of a Twin unban for like 2 years or so. I was in favor of it for a long time. Then I tested it with Caleb, and I 5-0'd against Caleb. I think I ran pretty well. I think he ran kind of bad. And that was also like pre-MH3. I think Twin is going to be a pretty exploitable deck. Like, also, like, it's important to note, if we do win this match and we're 3-1, we're 3-1, but 2 of our matches were twin mirrors. So it's like, how much does that actually matter? But I feel like it's been a pretty safe unban for a while. In my video talking about what I would like to see, unbanning Twin was on my list. I'm feeling very good. Okay, opponent's on a mold to 6. Can you elaborate why Blood Moon instead of Harbinger? Because you can't cast Twin with Harbinger in play. You need 2 basic mountains, which is pretty unrealistic. I think I was wrong when I was over in Yellowhead stream. My prediction was no one would be happy at the end of bannings. But it seems like a very reasonable announcement. Yeah, it's like when we're watching that video of Saffron reacting to my video, he was like, you can't ban your way out of this. He said that you can't ban your way out of the current Modern format outside of banning all Horizon cards, which I think is a little silly. But I don't know. We'll see. It's a little early, but you absolutely can, I think, revitalize the format with your ban announcements. This one's a wizard for flame, so I think we play this one. Is there anything you think Twin is going for it in the current modern age? Yeah, like the Flare of Denial protecting the combo is pretty cool. I think I'll take it. It's kind of bad that they know about it, though. Yeah, let's just grab a land. Another thing too is they just unbanned looting and they just unbanned Opal, and so there may be some thought, and I didn't read their announcement, admittedly. But like when Twin was legal, it did do a pretty good job being good against the looting decks and the Opal decks. Everything is so different now, but there might be a kind of similar dynamic. They're playing Jeskai Twin with Flays. We saw Pestermite last game. Do you think Twin will be a good police for linear Opal looting strats? Yeah, like I think that's part of the idea. Think Amulet is playable in Boros again? Maybe, yeah. I mean, I think Amulet's fine. I would kind of recommend waiting a few days before trying to figure out how to build Boros, because, or I don't know, maybe not. Do whatever you want, but it's gonna be kind of tough. Looting has been unbanned in pretty much every arena format forever, and while good, it's not close to the best card. What's the fear in Modern? A good question. Looting is much more powerful in Modern than it is in Timeless or Historic or whatever. You don't have any of the Dredge cards on Arena. You don't have... I guess you do have some Reanimation cards in Timeless Historic. I'm not sure exactly the difference in quality there, so Reanimation might be the same thing. You don't have Manamorphose, though, and you don't have Gut Shot, so Phoenix and Dimulach are scarier. You don't have Hollow One, I think, or maybe Hollow One has come, but I don't think you have Street Wraith, which really, like, looting Wraith Hollow One makes Hollow One much better. There may be one more big thing, but like the Dredge cards are certainly one really big deal. Okay, so I'm glad we took that land. Is looting Tamiyo as good as it sounds? Or Eternal Looting turn 2%. Both of those will be good. I have looting plus Tamiyo in my Phoenix deck that hopefully we'll play some more of today. Not Archon, but Ashen Rider. I mean, Ashen Rider is much worse than Archon. Yeah, if you don't have Archon of Cruelty, like your reanimation effects are a lot worse. So good question. That is my answer to you. And now we have another 1/4 here. Ban list is live now. We have Splinter Twin in our deck. I think I'll just trade Pierce for a card here. M3 with a gifted sub to Matthew. Thank you so much. Did format power level go up or down? Up, I think. The ban list changes need to be on Moxfield, so I see. It's funny, 2 BNRs ago, Wizard said Twin wouldn't come off the list. Was it 2? I feel like it was more than that, but hard to remember everything. Do I think looting is good in Murktide? So I wouldn't play looting in traditional Murktide. Again, Faithless Looting is a card that shines when you're discarding cards like Flage for value, cards like Arclight Phoenix, Detective's Phoenix. So what you could do is you could play looting in a Detective's Phoenix, like Fear of Missing Out, like kind of more aggressive list. And those kind of decks have been... Dude, I might Bolt Snap Bolt in the turn. Those kind of builds have been okay in the past. Why lose the 1/4, not the 1/2? The 1/2 is a wizard in my Flame of Anor deck. So I think I just want Flame to be alive. Could force this. It's pretty bold. It's pretty bold. I don't know about this one. I really want to Bolt Snap Bolt, so. How will this affect Zoo? Zoo is probably still pretty viable. I don't think it affects it all that much. What am I comboing with Splinter? Deceiver Exarch, just the old faithful. Although we do have a Fear of Missing Out build. Kind of surprised they have Hinge in their deck now that Ring is banned. Can you create a dredge list with looting? I mean, I have the ability to do that. I honestly don't tend to find dredge decks to be that interesting, so I'm kind of unlikely to, I think. And then we got paid off for keeping the wizard here. Yeah, we've been twinning. We actually turned 4 twinned in this matchup, if you can believe that. I think I'm gonna play the Tamiyo. If they have a fetch land, they can go fetch Chevelle, Flage, though, which is bad. Oh, they just untapped. Can you explain FOMO plus twin? So you put a twin on your FOMO, you tap, you attack with it. The attacking copy untaps the first one, and then you just keep sending one FOMO at them at a time. How to rank the unbanned's impact on the format. It's going to have a high impact. Super high impact. I don't know, but I am optimistic, and I think I'm more excited for today than I've been for Modern since like the release of MH3, and the MH3 was a big flop. Big flop. Yeah, you could see a return of creativity potentially, both literally and metaphorically. So they now have enough cards in the yard for Flage. I can maybe tap one of their 2 red sources to delay Flage for a turn. They need to stop doing energy. I do think the energy mechanic was weird. I do think people tend to harp a little too much on the specific mechanics or whatever. I mean, now I just want them to Flage, so... Our companion's the worst constructed mechanic of all time. Now 5 or 10 are banned somewhere, even posted around nerf. Yeah. I'd say companions are the worst designed set of cards with the mechanic. Like, they should have been like the unnerfed was so ridiculous, and hybrid mana cost is ridiculous. But I do think if they were all like Lutri, Obosh, Umori, Zerda power level, we may be singing a different tune. We're so back! We're so back, dude. Alright, let's get a 4-1 prediction. Again, we did play against 2 Twin Mirrors, but... oh, there's already a prediction live. And they kind of made every mistake possible with companions. Like, Gigantha doesn't really have a deck building restriction enough of the time. They failed to estimate the impact of the restriction, like with Umori. There's a looting. Or so with Yoria, not Umori. And then there's Luris. Worst prediction. Prediction happened, I think, at the beginning of the league. I didn't set it. It was one of the mods. Plasma, happy anniversary. Happy 1 year. Zerda's too powerful. It's banned Legacy. Yeah, I mean, of course, most of my opinions are in the context of Modern. I do know Zerda's good in Legacy. Gyruda was also really good in Legacy with LED when it came out. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. I think we take a Bolt here. Yeah, Bowmasters is kind of weird post-ban. Good against looting, bad against ring, yeah. Amulet and Dredge do tier 1 decks. Dredge is a tough one. I can't really tell you about Dredge, because it's just like... how much Graveyard Hate are people playing? That's just always the dynamic. It did get better, for sure. Titan's probably the best deck. Although, the ring ban was pretty good. So nerf Titan some. Okay, another Detective's Phoenix in the yard over there. Classic Splinter Twin versus Faithless Looting deck. Or matchup, rather. No Breach Love. No, I mean, Breach is good. I built a Breach deck. You can find it in the Mux field. Mr. Clark. It is a little bit different, though. Listen, I can only play 1 league at a time. How's Splinter been so far? It's been pretty good. It's been a little bit better than I thought it would be, even. You know, the formula of just interact, twin combo, maybe that's still pretty reasonable. It does feel like it's going to be pretty beatable, though. I think we're going to go in order. We're going to go twin. We're just going to play one of each deck card. Like, I don't know which like, Opal or Looting deck we'll play. We only have one Green Sun Zenith deck. I guess we should maybe play the... Okay, I don't want to counter the front half here. Or do I? No, I don't. Snare's still good. We'll have to see how the metagame shakes up. Snare got worse, I think, overall. I think I will draw 2 end of turn. Surprise, no Solitudes. We played against 2 Solitude opponents this league. The green-white Birthing Ritual deck and the Jeskai Twin player. Unironically, think Belcher's the best deck. Yeah, maybe. Belcher was already kind of the best deck, and nothing got banned. Got a list for Jeskai Twin. I have this Twin build, and I have FOMO Twin. I haven't built Jeskai yet. I don't really think Jeskai is going to be that good, honestly. Just being in the picky, Flaming the Otter would have been the line. Yeah, I guess so. They would have denied the life. It's a good point. Surprised that they lured instead of flaged. Do I have an Opal or Phoenix list? Yes, I have. I have posted 11 new decks since being live today. All are in the Mox Field! Exclamation point decks. My opponent, I think, is playing one of those decks right now, actually. My Boros Hollow One deck with Flage. They didn't escape a Phoenix here, which is probably a mistake on their part. Basically, all their hasters are going to have flying with the Phoenix, so might as well attack. Do you think we'll make it to March 31st without an emergency ban? I don't know. Let me enjoy today, at least. Yeah, I feel like this is a good first draft of the Twin deck. Yeah, they're playing my decks before I can. When it's down to 10, I might snap bolt them out of this game. I just don't know why they're going for these like half-ass lines. Like they're playing around Flare so hard. They're playing around Flare so hard they're just like losing to it, and it's still in my hand. With this wet looting, okay. I made Faithless Looting, in my opinion, I've been saying this a lot, is not a good card unless you are discarding cards for value, which is not something we can do. We can just Flame of Anor this, so gonna try Elves today, probably. Or it may be after midnight by the time we get to it or something, but I would like to. It's pretty important to keep their creatures off the board so that... Oh, sorry, I should have done this first, because if I found Lrien Revealed, I could hit my land drop. I just take a flare. Or a flame. Up a game. Ghost Vacuum's coming in. I built their deck, and I don't think I really had anything for this twin combo. That guy from FNM with the 33, thank you so much. I have Wear Tears. So I feel like I don't need as many flares, because these are kind of like largely here to protect the combo. Like one force. This turned into a 24-hour stream. Well, maybe. I know maybe I should put it in the title, but I'm not gonna commit to it yet. I might 24-hour stream though, we'll see. I'm like so excited. I feel like this excitement is gonna propel me into like at least 10, 12 hours, so maybe I'll just push, but I also didn't sleep a lot last night, so I don't want to commit to it yet. Turn 1 Hollow One. think I do need to get Steam Vents here so I could bolt next turn and play Thundering Falls. Jundal's using Twin on Shaman of the Pack and Tyrosos Haste. That's next league, I guess. What's my highest fear count? I genuinely don't know. I don't think about that stuff all that often. There's a Twin. Probably around this. This is probably around the highest, if not the highest. Tap land is pretty costly. I think I really need to like snap bolt and kill the hollow one next turn, so I guess I'm just gonna play my tap land. Deceased Cowpie, Twitch Prime, thank you so much. Ruby Tuesday 15, thank you so much. How about Asmo? We have an Asmo deck. I think I might play the Asmo deck next because it's like the only like looting and opal deck we have. Oh, sorry, I meant to vacuum up the hollow one. We're kind of toasted anyways, but maybe took 2 extra damage there. Fuji, Switch Prime, thank you, welcome back. Have we tried any Jeskai? Well, we're not going to start off playing like reactive decks. We need to play with the new cards, but we will play Jeskai. Armado, 30 months, thank you so much. Might stabilize. I'm going to try to snap in bolt the hollow one. Does looting just replace Scour and blue-red Kiora? I mean, I didn't like the blue-red Kiora deck all that much, so I don't know. Solo, 2 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, I think Surgical is good at the moment. Yeah, Saga looks really strong. We played against Mingu, who was playing Affinity earlier, and we got our asses kicked a lot, or I got my ass kicked a lot. Also, Jeskai Twin for Teferi. So I know that a lot of y'all are coming back. Now that Twin is unbanned, y'all really want to play this deck. I get it. Teferi has not been a very good card in Modern for a long time now, and I think it is still not a very good card in Modern. I think if you want to protect your combo, Flare of Denial is kind of like that is that card now. Okay, let's play for the 4-1. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Be right back. Okay, let's go. Keep. Brave Guy 21. Sasha Twitch Prime, thank y'all. Why Meltdown instead of the one that costs only red is replicate? It can kill more things early is the short answer, I guess. Well, it makes 3 minutes F unplayable. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic with unplayable, but I would say that it's mostly the combination of Orcish Bowmaster plus the energy creatures. All of these are just so good against Teferi. Teferi just doesn't line up well against the format very much. I would call it kind of fringe playable. Like you can play 1 or 2 in Jeskai Control. You can play 1 or 2 in the Sideboard of Espergorios. That's kind of it. So a much worse card than it used to be. Guess I'll keep the desk up. I know I'm pivoting back and forth, but I'm trying to manage my blood flow. I think we'll just get Island for now. How do the energy creatures line up against Teferi? Really, really well. Like Teferi doesn't bounce any of them very effectively, and they just like kill it really quickly. It's like you're just spending 3 mana, and you're on the back foot. We lost to Belcher this league. I'm going to miss Standard Spike. Well, I might still play some more like before Atlanta, although obviously Modern has taken their priority for a while. Are a bunch of Spike's videos in the last month taken off YouTube or just me? I don't know anything about that. I don't manage my YouTube channel though. I don't know if Gloom is doing something. Is Belcher still good? Yeah, I mean, nothing got banned from it, and it was already kind of the best deck, so... It'll kind of depend on how the meta shakes up, but it typically is good against other combo decks. Arena seems better now, or just impression? I don't know, is it different? Maybe ring ban is net positive for Arena. Arena's a modern staple. It continues to be a modern staple, so you probably don't need to make that big a distinction on the card. Did I find anything great in Standard? I think that Golgari Reanimator deck was really good, but beyond that, I don't think we really broke it or anything. Is that why they refuse to remove the handout for my League videos? That's just because I'm not recording on a second track. That's my fault. Was Moxable banned before Saga was legal? Yeah, Moxable was banned after MH1. Before MH2. 3-2 Dredge, lost to Yogg and Frog. Yogg? Were they playing Green Sun? Alright, I don't think you should play Green Sun and Yogg. Are there any Yogg players here who like really disagree with that? Hello, Spike. After a league with a second, I feel like as you have one too many lands, as you don't play a stream, you have already no recency bias. I think you want to have 20 to more consistently escape wage on 4. You may be right. Hard to tell with looting and cantrips. Thank you for the feedback. Is Dredge playable? Yeah, I think so. Lube and Switch Prime, thank you so much. Alright, they got 2 cards in their hand. Odds that humans are going to get 100%. Humans is back. Despite not getting anything unbanned for them. And and everything that wasn't banned is really good against them. It's back. So I Spell Pierce, so then my opponent Phoenix is on the Channeler, but loses Delirium. Oh, okay, just can see it's great. 4-1. 4-1, our first league, post bans or post unbans. With Splinter Twin, and we 4-1. Pretty cool. That being said, 2 of our batches were twin mirrors, so it's kind of like we 2-1 this league. I don't know. We'll take it. Absolutely broke it. Yeah, Twin will be rebanned tomorrow after our 4-1. Okay, let's play Feasting Troll King Asmo. This gets to play Looting and Opal, which is, I think, pretty dope.